God's children ought to always have a strong desire to do the things of God, to serve. It's amazing when you come in a congregation, you ask, no matter how many there are or how few, whether 20 or 2,000, and you say, we need someone to do such and such a thing, and you spend 10 minutes, and they're there looking at you. It's a shame. They ought to be jumping up, even the people of the Old Testament. When Moses called them and said, look, you're going to give an offering for the building of the tabernacle. They gave so much, according to the Bible, that Moses had to give an instruction to stop them from giving more offerings. Those are people that didn't even have the kind of salvation that we have. Says anyone here, we just need 5 people, give 10,000. That's in it. They sit down. You look at certain things, they're dusty. You come in on Wednesday, they're dusty. You come in on Sunday, the same thing. Doesn't that tell you something? Instead of saying, who is responsible for this thing? That's God opening a door of blessing for you. Look, anything you do in the house of God turns out to be a blessing to you. See, how does He bless you? It's not that, you know, He tells you, don't worry, heaven is your home. That's not just it. There are things you desire in this life. See, there are certain things that you need. Sometimes there are even things you don't realize. And God begins to open doors of blessings for your life because of that thing that you need. He doesn't have to come up and say, Pastor, I want to volunteer myself to be cleaning the chairs now. He doesn't even have to say that. Let me ask you a question. We are all serving God here. Every one of us. This is not my church. And it's not somebody's church. It's God's church. And for the sake of organization, we have people in one place or the other. But we're all answerable to God the same way. You don't need somebody to come and say thank you. I don't, as a pastor, I don't have to come and tell you, thank you, you did a good job. You do it as unto the Lord. Whatever you do for the Lord, really, when you do it, it's for you. Because the blessing is going to turn to you. God's going to bless you for it. Some people, you know, there are people who have never experienced a miracle in their life.